Okay, so before I start my presentation, I have a question for you guys. So, did you know any energy problem or challenge?
No. No.
No?
Absolutely.
Mark?
Uh,
Any?
any problem? Too much greenhouse gas.
Okay. Good. Okay, so the energy problem I have chose is lack of electricity in rural area. So that's a common problem that people can think. So my brain is very normal, so I just think this type of challenge. Yeah. So more than 770 million people in the world are still facing the problem of lacking of electricity. So especially in rural area like Sub-Saharan Africa and then South Asia. So people facing problems such as too relying on lamps and also something that will make greenhouse gases like candle or something. And also limited education because people need online, like some online education, then they need electricity. But there's no electricity for them. So there's one problem is lack of education. Yeah. And also healthcare and communicates is one of the problems. And also there's a big problem to students. They are not able to study at night really well. That hurt their eyes and they can't see everything. Okay. So, for example, there's more than 90 million people in Nigeria are still not connected to the National Guard. That's a very big issue, right? Because if they didn't, why are you laughing? Okay. So there's two surveys. The first one is solar PV panels. Just wait, I don't talk this. So how does it work? So the sunlight will hit the semiconductor inside the solar panel, and then when the semiconductor material are exposed to light, then it will generate a voltage and current. So this is called the photovoltaic effect. I think some DP students might know this. Okay, then you don't know. Okay. And then the key components of this solar system include sunlight. This is where the energy comes from, and then panel, wire, and if you want, you can have a gas cover, glass cover. And then the performance of the solar panel efficiency is 15% to 20%. And the lifespan is 25 to 30 years. And then for temperature, a solar panel can perform well in lower temperature. Yeah. And then there's these benefits of this one, solar panels. It will affect by weather. When it's a rainy day or there's a shadow, then it will lower the outputs of the energy. And then the energy output is 25 watts to 400 watts per hour. Okay, so this is the survey one, the solar PV panel. And then the survey two is hydro generator. So it uses water from river and steam, and they will diverse them into a pipe. And then the water will hit the turbine, and then it causes it to spin. And then the generator will converting the motion into electricity. Yeah. And then the components is water, turbine, transformer, generator, battery, intake. And intake is something that make the liquid to flow. Yeah. So performance. So the efficiency is 80% to 90%. And then the lifespan is 40 to 50 years. And the energy output is, there's different type of hydro generator. So the tiny one is about 2 kW large. 2 kW, yeah. And then the large one is more than 100 megawatts. So the final solution is solar panel. Well, I'm going to say one thing. You guys can see there's a solar panel, right? But in fact, it's broken. So, how do I open? Yeah. So I replaced it by a battery. So I will fix this problem in this summer break. Yeah. Okay. And then, so why do I chose this one? So because some region will face the problem of they lack of electricity and then lack of water. That's some problem that happen. So I think sunlight is more reliable. And then solar panel is easy to transport. Yeah, because there's many pieces of solar panel and it's easy to like transport on airplane or something. And the other reason is because it's cheaper than hydro generator. Yeah, and then it only needs a minimum space. Like you can put it on a roof or something. Yeah, okay. Wait a minute. Okay. So, and then the stage of how the form of energy for the solar panel is when it goes from sun to here is a radiant energy, and then when it goes to here, the wire, not battery, the wire to the light inside the house, then it's electricity. Wait, I'm going to turn on the light. Okay. Let's take a look. See? Yes. How technology changed our life, right? Yes. Okay.
Show the camera.
Oh, okay. Okay. I turn off. Okay, then pros and cons of both solar panel and then hydro generator. So even though the efficiency of solar panel is lower than hydro generator, but it's cheaper and you can use a lot of solar panel. Like you see this size, and I can put maybe 15 solar panel on the roof, right? So efficiency should be very high. And then cost, the solar panel is cheaper and hydro generator is quite expensive because there's much technology and also the size is quite bigger. And then the area, so solar panel only need a little bit area, like a roof or something. But for the hydro generator, it's very large. You need a very large area. Okay. And you guys can see, here's the energy flow diagram. What? So it goes from sunlight, solar panel, wire, and light. So it's very simple, right? Okay. What? So, what happened? Okay. So, in conclusion, I chose solar panel to solve the problem of lack of electricity in rural area because some rural area, they are ridiculous and terrible. Yes. They don't have electricity and they don't have sun, they don't have water. Yes. So we need to rely on nature. So we rely on sun. So solar panel is the best choice for this problem. Yeah, thank you.